All right, guys, we're live, and I just wanted to do a quick stream. Now, this is not to the public, it's set as unlisted until I release it because I just get these last minute ideas. I'm not at the studio, and I wanted to talk about, can ketogenic diets give you, or carnivore, because you're eating a lot of saturated fat and cholesterol on diets like this. Now, what's very interesting is that I've been coaching for 10 years. I've been doing keto myself for 12 without any refeeding or carbs, sugars, starches, anything. And I've been saying lately that the thing that you really have to look out for is not the heart disease, you guys, it's your electrolytes, which is a whole nother subject. Which, without having enough electrolytes, your potassium, especially that magnesium, and sodium, especially the sodium and potassium balance, then that can lead to heart issues, but not actually the cholesterol and saturated fat itself that I've seen in any clients, and I've had people stick around for 6 years now. It's a big concern of people because people still don't understand, and I don't even think the cardiology research, let's put it that way, is conclusive yet. We in the medical community, they don't really study diet that much. So, they say, woman or man between these ages, healthy or unhealthy subjects, it's not really very individualized. People who fill out surveys, doctors really don't do the deep dive with the individual background, like people who've got thyroid disorder or depression or adrenal insufficiency. What doctors need to do is go down the rabbit's hole and find out how this started. How did these symptoms and health issues start? Speaking of symptoms, often that's what you got to look at, because tests can be very subjective, especially the cholesterol tests that people take in terms of your HDL and your LDLs and the actual cholesterol. So HDL is a high density lipoprotein that's not actually a cholesterol. It's a protein, it's a lipoprotein, high density, big, fluffy, buoyant. And they're actually a transportation system to take cholesterol, which is a powerful antioxidant, to damage and fix it. And then we have the LDL that drives it to the problem, and the HDL that takes it back to the liver to be recycled. Now, I just did a video on this. I thought I would talk about it again. If you guys have any fear or any reservations, there are a couple tests that you can take beyond these LDL concern, which is what they consider the bad cholesterol. Which I was watching Paul Saladino's interview with this guy, I forgot his name, but he said there's no bad cholesterol, there's just bad advice or bad testing, which is true, because LDLs aren't actually a cholesterol and they're not bad. They're necessary to survive your LDL particles. And one of the things that they were really discussing, and it's some of the things I've mentioned, which is your blood pressure, your calcium score, which is very, very important, as well as something I didn't think about, which is a TOFI score. First time I'd ever heard of that, and that's to check the amount of visceral fat that's around your organs, because that fat can leach into the vital organs and start to create issues with your arteries, your heart and such, your liver, things of this nature. And these tests, and also things like, you guys can test your symptoms in terms of, feeling tired or feeling, because when you're having a hard time with your blood pressure, you're more tired, you're more exhausted. Symptoms are so important, when it comes to trying to decide what strategy or methodology you're going to take to improve your health. And they were talking about that actually people doing a ketogenic, which to me it's all keto omnivore or keto carnivore, it's ketogenic because you're eating a lot of saturated fat. Now, with me, I don't talk about junk food and keto products, which I think will be my next little live stream. But this real food concept I've been pushing forever. People made fun of me. Now people are starting to mention the same thing I've been mentioning, and so finally I've got some backup. But this you have to, I guess I want you guys to just clear things out, think of real food, and understand that people doing these dietary measures that are eating a lot of saturated fat and cholesterol, these are the people that have like perfect blood pressure, and these are people who are actually ketotic, right? People who have clean arteries, clean scans. If people end up getting a CT scan, which is like last desperate attempt. And I just want you guys to really pay more attention to your symptoms, to your blood pressure. I mean, obviously, if you're having blood sugar issues, if your blood sugar is very high, if you are diabetic or type 2 diabetic or you're insulin resistant, you are at risk for heart disease. If you are a smoker or a drinker or a drug taker or somebody who's a third shift night worker, skips meals and eats bad, these people are at risk for heart disease. So you really need to go and check your blood pressure and check your calcium score, your CAC score. These things are more really, they're really showing you, presenting clear, black and white, yo, my calcium score is really, really high. It's concerning. If your blood sugar and your A1C is really, really high, you have to think about the heart. And you have to think about magnesium. Definitely. And potassium. And sodium. And your electrolytes. Now I gotta go. Hope that helps. Ketogenic people, and now it's coming out that ketogenic people and keto carnivore people are ending up being more healthy with high LDLs, right? And stronger and more clean, less calcified deposits and arteries and blood pressure. Okay, you guys, we're heading the right direction. Don't let this vegan dogma and doctors and people trying to push the narrative of grains and junk and carbs to cloud the truth behind processed food and agriculturalized foods and things eaten out of season and the problems that come with that. Now I gotta go. No thunder today, but I'm going to the gym and then I'm gonna come back home and work. I have a course. It's $15 a month. Normally I don't like to say the price, but people don't understand that it's super affordable to learn a lot of stuff. And I mean a lot. I cover keto, omnivore, carnivore, low carb, high fat. I go over everything: the thyroid, the adrenal function, the 24-hour digestive system, the fat soluble vitamins, heart disease, dehydration, sleep studies, sleep depth, when your body repairs the circadian rhythm. All of these things are really indicative. Blood sugar regulation, all of this, early morning dawns phenomenon, hypoglycemia, fibromyalgia, which I did a stream yesterday about oxalates, might be the cause or one of the primary causes of fibromyalgia. Now I gotta go. So you can sign up for my course at stephanieperson.com. My Instagram, it's easy, it's Stephanie Ketogenic. And every day I do stuff on my stories, every freaking day. Or you can go to my Facebook fan page to get free content, or right here on YouTube. Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person, and you guys are already watching me here. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Make sure that your notifications are turned on, because my channel has a lot of subscribers, but a lot of people are not getting their notifications when I drop a video or go live. Now I gotta go. Y'all know I got some energy. Even though I worked really late last night at Liberate, 52, soon to be 53, freaking strong as an ox, douche, lean machine on keto. Loving it. 12 years, full natty keto. And I'm out. Next video.